It was a crisp Monday morning, and Lisa Reynolds was juggling her usual chaos. A single mother in her late 30s, she was no stranger to struggle. Her son, Tommy, needed new school supplies, and her paycheck from her part-time job as a receptionist barely stretched far enough to cover rent and groceries. But Lisa was resilient. She had faced tougher challenges and always managed to find a way to keep moving forward. That morning, Lisa decided to stop by the local supermarket. She had carefully planned her grocery list, every item meticulously chosen to fit within her modest budget. Tommy clutched her hand tightly, his innocent chatter a welcome distraction from her worries. As they approached the checkout counter, Lisa felt a sense of accomplishment. She had managed to find everything she needed without overspending. Behind the register stood Eric, a young cashier in his early 20s. He had a cocky demeanor, his uniform slightly wrinkled, and an air of boredom that suggested he didn't particularly enjoy his job. Lisa placed her items on the conveyor belt, smiling politely as Eric began scanning them. But her heart sank when the total appeared on the screen, $52.30. She had only $50 in her wallet. "I'm so sorry," Lisa said, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. "Could you please remove the milk? That should bring it under $50. Eric smirked, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "Really? You're going to put back milk? Isn't that kind of essential?" Lisa felt a lump form in her throat. "It's fine," she said softly. "We'll manage." Eric snorted, loud enough for other customers to hear. "Maybe if you didn't have a kid you can't afford, you wouldn't be in this situation." Gasps echoed from the people in line. Lisa's face burned with humiliation, but she bit her tongue. Tommy tugged at her sleeve, sensing her discomfort. "It's okay, Mommy," he whispered. Lisa gathered her courage, thanked Eric quietly, and walked out of the store with her head held high, leaving the milk behind. But the sting of his words lingered, a cruel reminder of how harsh the world could be. The next day, Lisa's spirits were still low. She replayed the scene in her mind, wishing she had stood up for herself, but knowing she had done the best she could in the moment. Her boss at work had noticed her distraction and asked if everything was okay. Lisa waved it off, unwilling to burden anyone else with her troubles. That afternoon, Lisa received a surprising phone call. A local business tycoon, Mr. Harrington, was looking for an executive assistant, and her resume had been forwarded by a friend. The position offered a significant salary increase and benefits, a life-changing opportunity. "We'd like to interview you tomorrow morning," the voice on the other end said. "Can you make it?" Lisa's heart raced. "Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity." That night she prepared tirelessly, ironing her best blouse and rehearsing answers to potential questions. Tommy watched her with wide eyes, his innocent curiosity reminding her why she was fighting so hard. Lisa arrived at Harrington Enterprises early the next morning, her nerves a mix of excitement and anxiety. The interview went smoothly. Mr. Harrington himself was impressed by her poise, professionalism, and determination. By the end of their conversation, he extended her the job offer on the spot. "Welcome aboard, Ms. Reynolds," he said warmly. "I have a feeling you're going to do great things here." As Lisa settled into her new role over the next few weeks, she quickly gained the respect of her colleagues and Mr. Harrington. Her sharp organizational skills and empathetic leadership style made her a standout employee. One day, Mr. Harrington mentioned a struggling branch of the company, a supermarket chain, that needed new management. "I want you to take charge," he said. "Turn things around and show them what strong leadership looks like." Lisa couldn't believe her ears. She accepted the challenge, eager to prove herself. When she visited the store for the first time, her breath caught. It was the same supermarket where Eric had humiliated her. Lisa didn't let her emotions show as she toured the store, observing the staff and operations. When she reached the checkout area, she spotted Eric. He was laughing with a coworker, oblivious to her presence. But when their eyes met, his smirk faded. "Lisa," he stammered. "What are you doing here?" She smiled politely. "I'm the new manager," she said, her voice calm but firm. "We'll be making some changes around here." Eric's face turned pale. Over the next few weeks, Lisa implemented policies to improve customer service and workplace culture. She treated everyone with respect, but she didn't tolerate unprofessional behavior. Eric struggled to adapt, and his attitude often clashed with the new standards. One day, Lisa called him into her office. "Eric, I've noticed your performance hasn't improved," she said. "This is your final warning. If you can't treat customers with respect, this may not be the right place for you." Eric nodded, his bravado gone. "I'm sorry for how I treated you before," he mumbled. "I didn't mean to. I was just having a bad day." Lisa's expression softened. "We all have bad days, Eric, but it's how we treat others that defines us. I hope you'll take this opportunity to grow." Under Lisa's leadership, the store flourished. Eric eventually left, but not before apologizing sincerely. Lisa's journey from humiliation to empowerment was a testament to resilience and the power of kindness. As she stood in the store one evening, watching customers and employees interact with smiles, Lisa felt a deep sense of fulfillment. Life had come full circle, and she had turned her pain into purpose. "Always treat others with kindness," she said to Tommy as they walked home. "You never know what battles they're fighting." What do you think? Have you ever experienced a moment when karma played its hand? Share your thoughts in the comments below.